Hey guys, we're here for a quick little review of order of operations. So don't forget, when you are trying to remember the order of operations, you should remember, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And sometimes, so that I don't get confused, I even write that at the top of my page. So let's do that. That way, I can check off the steps as I go, and I don't get confused. Also remember, when you are doing order of operations, I want you to do one step at a time, and I want you to underline the step that you're doing. That serves two purposes. First of all, that helps you keep track of where you are working, and that helps me or the other teacher help figure out if or where you've made any mistakes. So let's look at the problem on the board. 2 squared times 4 plus 3. Remember, if there's no sign, that means multiply. Minus 8 times 3 times 9. You are allowed to use a calculator when you're doing order of operations. So let's look at this problem first. If I go by the order of operations, it says P as in parentheses. So I'm going to do the math that's in the parentheses first. So we're going to underline 4 plus 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. Yep. So I'm going to put 7 down below. But then I'm going to bring down everything else in my problem that I didn't touch. So I bring down the 2 squared. I'm going to still put a multiplication sign there because I got rid of my parentheses, but I need to remember that that's multiplication. Minus, I didn't touch my 8 times 3 times 9. So 8 times 3 times 9. And I'm done with the parentheses. Next, the order of operations tells me that I should do the exponents. So my exponent is 2 squared. Now, I already know what 2 squared is. If you don't, use your calculator because you're allowed to. But 2 squared, 2 times 2 is 4. I didn't mess with my multiplication. I didn't mess with my 7. I didn't mess with my subtraction. I didn't mess with my 8 or my multiply or my 3 or my multiply or my 9. I keep working. I start from the top and I keep going down, and it helps me keep track of the work that I'm doing. So let's look back. I did my parentheses, I did my exponents. Now, here's where order of operations might get a little tricky for some people. They don't realize I'm going to multiply and divide, because those are buddies, left to right. I'm going to go in order. So my first multiply is 4 times 7. So what's 4 times 7? Yeah, it's 28. So I'm going to underline that, and I'm going to put 28. But I'm not going to multiply anything else because I want you to do one problem per line. So once again, I'm going to bring everything down. Minus 8. I didn't touch that, or that. Okay? So now I continue. I'm multiplying or dividing left to right. So my next 8 times 3. I'm going to underline that. Okay? 28. I didn't touch that. Minus, what is 8 times 3? Yeah, it's 24. Didn't touch that, didn't touch that. I'm going to keep going. I still have more multiplication, so I'm underlining it. 24 times 9. You can use your calculator if you want. Let me grab mine. Right here. Just because, it's quick. And I'm allowed to, so why not? So I have 24 times 9. 24 times 9 equals 216. Now, here's what I do. When I use a calculator, I do it twice because, sometimes you don't press the right button. So 24 times 9 equals, hey, 216. I got the same answer. So we're going to put that down. I didn't touch my 28. I didn't touch my subtraction. And all of a sudden, I'm down to one problem. You can do this on a paper, or once again, you can use your calculator. Let's just use your calculator. 28 minus 216 equals negative 188. Let's do it again to make sure we get the right answer. 28 minus 216 equals, negative 188. And that's your answer. So when you're doing the order of operations, I'd like to see you write the order of operations at the top of your paper. Make sure you're going in order. Make sure you're doing one problem at a time, underlining it, and bringing everything else down below that you didn't touch. Good luck.